What do consistently great investors have in common?
Well, besides what I mentioned before, was waiting for their pitch. There are, I always asked my students, what do you do with a business where the competition's really fierce, technology is always changing. You're always coming up with new products. How do you predict when you figure out a value of a business, you're trying to figure out what it's going to earn over the next 20 or 30 years. And what do you do when those things are really hard to figure out? And I always say skip that one and find one you can figure out. So you get to pick and choose is one thing. And the other is it's not on page 40. It's really, you're looking at things, you're tilting your head in a different way. It's not that there are a lot of smart people out there, a lot smarter than me. But if you look at things from 40,000 feet or from a different angle, or that's where I've tended to have my most success, where yes, everyone is looking at it this way, but I think that's not the right way to look at it. And when you recognize that you have this other way to look and that makes total sense to you and all the pieces fit, when you look at it that way, I think those are the great opportunities. Just the other, when I got started, and I wrote You Can Be a Stock Market Genius about it, I opened up that book by talking about my in-laws who used to have a weekend house in Connecticut, and they would spend their weekends going to country auctions and yard sales and um, galleries off the beaten path. And when they found a painting that they liked, their question was not, is this painter going to be the next Picasso? That's really hard. Their question was, is there a painting by this same artist that just went up for auction at double or triple the price that I can buy it for here? That's a lot easier to do. And so I think, at least when in my career, I've tried to look at things that were complicated or different or just not what everyone was looking for or the way people were looking at it. It didn't come from being better at analyzing businesses. It came from finding the opportunities in places that other people weren't looking and having some ability to value it the way, if everyone's found this opportunity, they would value it too. So it's more like that rather than deciding that this guy's going to be the next Picasso or this business is going to be the next big hit.